Hello, hello. Guess where I am? Stake Lake. Springtime at Stake Lake. It's 2 degrees. I'm the only one here. But we're going to take a little walk. I thank my good friend Bill for suggesting this. I think it was a really good idea. It looks like it's definitely doable now. Yeah, but it's cold. Coldish. Car said 4, phone said 2, and it's windy, so but that's okay. I think I'm going to go this way. We'll just head up here. We're walking on some ice and snow right now. You definitely can't ski up here anymore. I think I'm just going to go around the lake and take a little look about and see if I can keep myself warm enough. I didn't really dress for this. I did find a pair of gloves in the car, thankfully, so we might be okay. Again, Stake Lake, a great place if you want to take your dog out or something like that, and or your bike. Big wide trails, road width trails, and single track too. But this ground, I can feel it's semi-frozen under my feet. Looks muddy, but you can feel it flexing. Wow. It sure feels good to be out here again. Got a lot of good memories from this place. A lot of good memories. Right from when, you were a kid all the way up until now. It's and I'm sure a lot of people in the area can say the same thing. Back in the day, I did a little bit of skiing up here and snowshoeing too in the winter. But nothing like springtime in the mountains, right? I can't remember the elevation here, but you're really up high, right? That's why I was a little skeptical when my friend here suggested it, because we've seen snow at a much lower elevation, but I think it was mainly, you hear that? Mainly because, the way the gully was sheltering the sun from getting at that ice and snow down there. And it's that kind of, you know what I'm saying. But this is definitely fine. I think this park, of course the lake is still frozen. These trees. These trees out here are just so big, right? This is the first one. I shouldn't even be walking in here, but just to show you that these beautiful big trees they have in here, right? Look at this thing. Oh. I'd like to build a ladder up the side of this and go live up there. That's a tree, man. That's a tree. Please don't ever cut that thing down. Have a heart, loggers. Have a heart. It's in a park. We should be okay, but still. I did see lots of logging activity on the way up here. Maybe we'll do a video or something at one of those sites. I saw logs piled up along the highway or along the road here. I guess they call that Lac Lejeune Road. But they got lots of these little single track trails here. Like, see this one here. It's a little offshoot from the lake loop. And you got one called the Lynx Loop. Hey, look at that. I think some of these signs might be new. Dogs are not allowed on trails during ski season. Hey, it's not ski season. Bring your dogs. Bring your cats. Bring your wife. Sorry. No, I meant that in the most respectful way. These places make me so happy. I really do. And I hope me making these videos gets more people out here to turn their frown around, right? Life can be challenging. Challenging at the least, right? Everybody wants to have a good, happy life. And sometimes it feels almost impossible. But don't give up on yourself or other people. Old man advice. Even if they don't have your back. Do what you think's right. Do the kind thing. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Look at that. See? I wonder where they get the power for those lights. See if I needed... Look at that. Isn't that inviting? Hey, it's better than nothing, my friends. There's a little bit of paper there. Some of it's even stuck to the toilet seat if you need extra. So I wonder where they light those lights up. They got a little solar panel. What do they got going here? I don't know. Hard to say. Maybe they'd... Really hard to say. There's probably... Yeah, there's power around here. They probably run an extension cord to that. See, the people that ski up here all winter probably know all about that, right? See, there's power in here, but it's probably got to be plugged in. But would not be festive in the middle of winter. Well, look at this ice. Isn't that nice? Oh, look at, there's an extension cord. Please don't steal it. That's maybe to plug in the bathroom. Who knows? No flush toilets in that one, but I haven't even cut the video yet. I'm so excited. I got lots to talk about, man. It's so nice out here. You probably could go walk across the lake. I wouldn't advise it. But yeah, the water is in a solid form still out there. Oh, here's another one of these awesome trees. I can't believe there's nobody out here yet. I see there's a few footprints. People have been out here. Maybe on the weekend or whatever they were. Again, the sky isn't glowing with sun today. Can you see me? Can you see me by this big, massive tree? Huh? Look at this thing. Look at it. Oh, look at that moss. Isn't that nice? Taste it. Oh, I don't know if I'd be tasty. But look at that thing, man. Look at that tree. Wow. How old would that tree be? Huh? How old would that tree be? 5 feet across at the base, maybe. Huh? How old would that tree be? Hey, anybody out there? In the comments, let me know. A 5 foot wide tree. You can see people have been up there trimming the limbs off so they don't fall and murder anybody. Man, what a fun job that would be. To rope yourself up and go up there. Wow. I think, wow. There must be lots of us out there, right, that have been sort of into careers and things that we thought were the way to go, and other people did things that more sort of stoked up their childhood dreams, you know. Oh. Here's some whistling. If it's a bird or somebody whistling at me, I don't know. I got to show you guys this. Look at this. See, this is what they do to them. Now, which do you like more, this or that other tree? Huh? See, you guys should count the rings. Anybody here, just put it on pause and count the rings on this. But I can hear birds in there. You can still hear the highway a little bit here, right? But oh, look at all this nice wood. And these big stumps. Isn't that cool? You know what I'm going to do? I should set up and I'll show you what it looks like to stand on one of these stumps maybe. Hold on a second. Can you see me up here? I don't know if you can or you can't. Hard to tell. But what a nice place. You sit down here. You know, sit down here, contemplate life. You know, very nice. Oh, I think nature's starting to heal me again. Look at this one. Look at this big boy. Look at that. There's got to be 500 rings or more on that. I don't know. I really should take a picture and count them and give me something to do. Thank everybody for watching these videos. I hope they're making you happy, right? They sure make me happy when I make them. Give people something positive for a change in this world that seems to be burying itself in shit. Pardon my language. These, I just, descriptive terms, right? I'm hand holding this at the moment. I'm just so excited. I hardly want to turn it off. Oh, here's another little outhouse. They're spread all over in here, right? It's not that I'm going to have to give you an outhouse tour here, but a nice little rock. You sit here, wait for your wife when she's in the outhouse. Sit on the rock, enjoy yourself. Look at this one, inviting as well. Nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with that. Somebody did leave some garbage in there, unfortunately. I wish people wouldn't do that. Take your garbage out. This one's in need of a bit of a paint job. But you sit there, man, you'd have this nice view of the lake. Wonderful. Let's do a little lake inspection here. This would be a little spot where a doggy or something could come have a little slurp. Have a little flirp. Oh yeah, it's not too muddy. Your doggy could walk right in here. Let's see if that ice is... Let me grab a little rock here or something. Here's a little rock. Let's see, you think there's ice on there? Very thin in that part. Your doggy could break trail right out to that, probably that other bit there. Here, let's see. See out here. See, that's pretty solid there. I still wouldn't want my dog on that, not at the edge. Yeah, best to keep your dog off the ice this time of year. You're just asking for trouble. But see there, no problem. Little doggy could go around there, break trail, get himself nice and filthy dirty. You know, everybody loves a wet dog. If you're one of those people that's a clean freak, you probably shouldn't own a dog or a cat anyway. I don't know, maybe a cat. I don't know. People are too paranoid about those things. When you were a kid, you didn't care about getting dirty. You probably had the time of your life. Let dogs be dogs, kids be kids, cats be cats. Everybody out there, love your animals. Feed them well, give them lots of attention and love. Give them a clean, safe environment to live in. Just like we want. We don't need much. Food and shelter and a little bit of love. What else do you need, right? Big fancy car, space shuttle, cruise ship. Not necessarily. I don't think you do. Okay. Different strokes for different folks, but nature is really healing me right now. I would love to be out here with family right now doing this. Family or friends or anybody. But I enjoy by myself too, because I've got all you coming along with me, right? Listen to that snow. Oh, I love that sound. How many fond memories do we all have of crunching along, crunching our way to school, crunching, okay? Wishing we could have walked right by that school and just kept crunching. Yeah. Sorry, I'm smiling again. Nothing wrong with being happy. Sometimes this camera does not want to. Yeah, so we're on Cartwheel. That's the one that goes around the lake. Little Joe. There's all so many trails. Little Joe. What was that show that had a guy named Little Joe? My dad and my mom used to love watching that show. Back in the day. And there's the old Stake Lake. That's the Cartwheel. round and around, but there's a lot of trails. But there's good signs in that, but I would say be a bit cautious because you can end up a long ways away from your starting point. And just, you know, you could be in for a very long walk home. We've all been there. I've been there out here, and I consider myself pretty savvy with my sense of direction and that. But, you know, you get excited and you're having fun and you forget and you go, holy smokes, let's go back to the car now for dinner. And then you come out at 9 o'clock at night. Ah, nature. Nature. I saw some deer coming up here, and looks like they were licking the salt out of those little marshy lakes on the way up. Yeah, that lake, she's good and frozen. I hope we see something today. Wouldn't that be something to see a bear or a deer or a moose or something? Wouldn't that be amazing? Got my fingers crossed. I wonder what somebody was trying to do here with their chainsaw. Eh? Making little pizza slices. Pizza slices for the termites or something. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a little puzzle almost. Huh. Yeah, creative use of a chainsaw. Well, my dad, he has a bear carved out of a chainsaw in front of his place. That's something you can do with a chainsaw. How about create some art? That's a good idea. It looks like they got lots of wood over here. Probably had the occasional little, I like to call them bonfires instead of bonfires. You know, a nice toasty fire, right? On a cool day or when you're out skiing. Be wonderful, right? When I was a kid, I used to love splitting wood. I think I still would. It's hard work, but you know, get outside, split some wood, pop it in the wood stove, listen to the crackling, that nice warm, dry heat. All the naturey things, right? My grandparents' place up by Prince George, when I was a kid, they heated their house at minus 30, minus 40. The whole place was heated by wood. Place where my mom grew up, and I went as a kid, right? We used to go there and enjoy the snow back in the day. I was born in Prince George, right? And Canada. Prince George is north of Kamloops, right? But yeah, here we go. We've walked a little bit further. This is going to be a long video today, I think. I'm so excited to be here. Another trail map, and this is a good, popular little spot. People take their doggies for a slurp down here too, right? The doggies come down here. I haven't seen any duck activity yet. They give you a couple of nice little benches. Crude but nice, Flintstone style. And here we go. Doggy Bay. Doggy Bay. So peaceful out here. Just the sound of me babbling along. Oh, wow, it's so nice out here. Just a pair of running shoes. Lone Peak 9s, no need for the big boots. Just something comfortable. See, even this stuff you can walk on. You think you'd fall right through, but no, you're sinking a little bit deeper. Oh, right here I am. Just a little bit, but nothing. But you know, quite honestly, I thought there'd be more snow than there is. Quiet now. I could hear a woodpecker out there. Huh. Oh yeah. I just don't see him, that's all. Please don't take the cords home with you. Oh, oh, oh. We could go cross country today too. I don't know if we're gonna do that. Oh, that sun feels so warm on the face. Oh. That must be a squirrel. I just can't see him. I can hear woodpeckers and squirrels. Wow, that's so cool. Lots of good information on there. Yeah, the giant fir. Some of them are over 600 years old. And sadly, some have died recently due to drought and beetles. Huh. Douglas fir, spruce. Shows you what the bear claw marks look like on the trees, on the lupin, these guys here. Trembling aspen. Wow, cool. I love it when they give you information like that. And of course the trail map again. April to November, call 911. What do you do the rest of the time, I wonder? Huh. I want to go look at this thing over here. I love they got these little shelters all over. See, I'm staying right on top here. Looks like there's a little more snow on this trail. But I'm staying on top. Yeah, they call these warming huts, right? You would go in here if it was windy or... What is that yellowy stuff in there? First I thought it was pea or something, but who knows? Oh, I think it's part of these things. They're broken, see? But yeah, you get the little warming hut. You go in here. Even if a bear's coming at you, you can fight them off just from one side, right? Wow, this is so nice. I was desperately looking for a pack of matches today. And I just went right through there. And they got a little house of the out here. Oh, this one is rustic and beautiful, isn't it? Look at this. My grandpa's place I was telling you about out in PG, they had a couple of these outside. Double and triplers too, right? For the whole family to sit down and, well, this one's got paper too. This would be my one of choice. I was gonna sit down for a break. Look at the view. Hey, isn't that a beautiful piece? Isn't that beautiful? I like that spot. See if I fall through here. Oh, yep. Yep. So I think, you know, you'd be fine in the middle of the trail because they run groomers through here, right? So the snow is packed. You definitely, well, my shoes are full of snow. Yeah, cool. There's that little outhouse there. I guess I feel like going up this trail. Hold on a second here. Gosh, I feel like going further. I don't know if I should just stick to the main trail here or not. I don't know. Maybe save it for another day. You gotta take it easy your first time out. I don't know. Look at this. It's so inviting. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, little patches of spring everywhere. Hey? Winter and spring. Wow. That sun feels really nice. I wonder who the numbskull was who had to drive their truck in here. Maybe it's someone to do with the place, I don't know. Why? Walk. Walk, you lazy bum. Walk. Driving your truck. For what? Well, hopefully it was somebody that works in here because you're not supposed to have your vehicles in here. We're still just on the loop around the lake. I turned back even though that other trail looked like it had less snow than this one. Yeah. Heal me, nature, heal me. Look at the branches on this tree. There was a couple birds here. It's kind of got those weeping, you know, with the small needles. They're really sharp. Different tree than this one. That's a spruce. I think that's a spruce. These ones, if you got to burn them up, right, they make incredible firewood, but it's got really dense branches, right? What a beautiful tree. There's a few birds here, but they didn't want to say hello. At least not on camera. I got this whole place to myself right now. And you guys. I think in the next clip, that was my stomach growling. In the next clip, I'm going to check the time for you and the temperature. Sometimes I forget. But we're still on circumnavigating the loop on the, I guess this trail called the Cartwheel. Cartwheel. Let's check the muddiness of the situation. It's not muddy. Ground's firm. Firm looks muddy, but it's not. So don't worry about your doggy's paws. Okay. Yeah, see, look, there's lots of open ground and spots, right? Oh yeah, we're on the little offshoot of Holdup. Look at that little tree. Destined to be a big boy one day. Look at how beautiful he is. Hey? I usually go delicate little flowers, but look at that delicate little tree. Got lots of limbs. He's going to grow up to be a beautiful big boy if people don't stomp on him. Look after this little bro. Yeah. This guy's going to have a tough life. Look at his big one's already, his big guy's already gone. Just got those little guys. Yeah, so where Cartwheel meets Holdup. You are here. They always tell you are here. So bring your glasses would be my advice. I don't have mine on right now, but you'll need them to read these maps or snap a picture and, you know, and you know what you do. Your fingers make it big and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. What a great place. Yeah. So you do have, like your phone works out here, which is nice. See my little blue dot? There's Stake Lake. That's nice to know, right? And you see, we can make it big. We make it small. Make it big, make it small. Hey? Hotels nearby, Lac Lejeune Resort. Most likely not open. And what else we got? Oops, sorry. Come on. Come on. Hold on a second here, Kent. Isn't that right? It's showing 3 degrees and it shows up as Knutsford on this part of the trail. When I started, when I clicked on the screen, it was showing Logan Lake, right? So, hey, it's just the computer's trying to say, where are we? Where are we? 3 degrees. Feels like -1. Huh. Fair enough. Fair enough. Feels about like that, don't it? Yeah, let's try and turn this off. Oh, that's hard to do. I don't have enough hands. Come on. Yeah, so it's Thursday, April 10th, about 9:30 a.m. It's not cold. It's nice, right? It's nice out here. Definitely, it feels at least as warm as it did when I was in the city. Sometimes you get these weird little weather inversion things going. Look at that. I like this ice. Let me get the window pane. Look at that. Huh? When you're a kid, you'd be looking at that. Watch this. Oh! I remember this spot from last year. Look at this. Ooh! This is that this bench carved out of stone. Well, it's not carved, it just was here, right? Look at this thing. Sit here. Oh, that's nice. You got the view here. All right, isn't that nice? Eh? That's a nice little bench, man. Right? That's beautiful. Yeah, that is very cool. Okay, now let's roll. That's a great place to take a little break. Woo. Overlander Ski Club. He's got a good artist over there. Look at that. Wow. And the maintenance shed where the groomer and all that goes. And over here we got Some kind of a little elfie dude. Look at that. Another beautiful wood pile. Moose track. Look at that. All these little signs are sponsored by different people. This one's by Psychological. I saw some from the running shop. Off piste. Off piste. Look at that. I remember my dad and Grandpa, if you were bad, you know, they used to have a woodshed up in Prince George. They'd take you to the woodshed. Okay? Grab a piece of kindling. Well, it was meant to be an idle threat, right? But times were different back then. There was kids that got a little bit of a, you know, mild beating with a piece of kindling. I don't know what you would have done to deserve that, but I have no idea. It was a different time, right? It's a different time. Yeah, these Stake Lake ski trails they've been around forever, right? And they extend all the way up to Lac Lejeune. I'll take you up there one day too. It's a little further up the road. And it's McConnell Lake a little down the road. But the same thing, you take exit 366. The same way you would go to McKenna Cartwright Park near my house. And but I've been walking these trails since I was a little kid, and I've been around a long time, and a lot of people even longer than that. Very lucky to be living in a place like this with nature so close. It's, I mean, it can't be more than 15 minutes from the city at the most. And it's a beautiful scenic 2-lane road, you know. And you gain a fair bit of elevation. Bring a jacket, right? Just bring a jacket. Bring a jacket. There's some big boulders in there. Somebody could probably tell you about that. Maybe the glaciers or whatever brought those boulders in there, but they kind of look out of place, don't they? Huh. Nature. It's a good idea. Protect it, man. Protect it. Oh, still a little ice on there. A few picnic tables here. This is by the boat launch. A little bit more information for you. And another table over here. This is quite a popular fishing lake. There's a couple more outhouses in here. No campfires, day use parking only, no overnight camping. You're really not supposed to park down here at all, but I see people parked in here sometimes. There's a massive parking lot up there. I don't know why anyone would have to park this close, but maybe if you're handicapped and you're a fisherman, I don't know. But and then here, look at this bench, is pretty posh. That's right on, Kathy. Thanks to your family for this nice bench. That's a sturdy one, that one. Cement. Nice tables. This one's in good shape. A lot of times people hack the crap out of them for sport when they're on the sauce, right? And then the lake. I can't remember if I don't know if you're allowed to have motors or just electric motors, but it's not a big lake, but suitable for a little kayak or paddleboard too. Again, we're higher elevation, so just make sure you pack a sweater. And I don't know, maybe one more quick clip. We're almost done. My lips are getting cold. I can hardly speak. That's a cool little shack. Ski trails closed for the season. Use at your own risk. Overlander Ski Club. Well, that's it. Berry picking. Signing off for now. Thanks for coming. Means a lot. And everybody out there, love you all. And spread the love, spread the smiles, everybody. That's a nice. They've got one of those here too. They got a couple of these here too. No camping.